Well, hello, Pisces. Hi. Welcome to your reading for May. I hope you are amazing. So, we are going to jump right into your reading and see what we have. So, first we have Thief. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Shamanic healer, cleansing and attunement. Okay, right off the bat, Pisces. There's a new phase. So, a new idea, a new situation, a new energy about you. Um, you've definitely come to some realizations, or you will in May, okay? Some realizations about yourself, which is interesting. So, it's not about how the world is interacting with you as much as you thinking about how you interact with the world. And not only problems, but also what you can provide in a good way as well, in a positive way. Hmm. So it feels more to me like you're looking more at yourself instead of how the your environment or the world or other people interact with you. You're like more internal. Yeah. Okay. Let's dig in some more. We have hostilities, walking in beauty. Okay. Woman holding a coin, communication, door to spirit, and spirit of air. Interesting. Yeah. So it talks about, I'm going to tell you cuz it has general energy, okay? So there's a theme here. So the theme here is that there was a problem in the past with you, problem, issue, situation, with you not sort of seeing the beauty in the world, like the beauty in differences, the beauty in struggles, and learning lessons from them that could be positive for you in the future. It was just like, I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble with the world. I'm having trouble making decisions. I'm having trouble finding out how to succeed. And it's not me, it's everything else, you know. There's nothing I can work on. It seems like because this is happening or this is happening or this is happening is why life is like this, or I feel this way. And it feels as though in May it's turning around where you kind of are becoming sure and comfortable with yourself in a way to see, like, okay, I am who I am, I have what I have. How can I communicate correctly with my environment, with the world, to sort of manifest the things that I want? It's not really about you changing, Pisces. It's more about you being comfortable in your body, in your space, and making decisions to receive or interact in the correct way. Okay. This is definitely a spiritual realization month for you in May. Um, it's going to help you go far, especially making decisions moving forward. You're more also open to learning and experiencing from a different perspective. So I do feel a little looseness from you, a little more looseness, um, and not so strict on like an idea that you have or a mindset. There's some looseness in here with other perspective, other situations, adversity. Okay, so let's get into your cards. All right, Pisces, I'm going to shuffle a couple of times. see what we have. Okay. The Four of Cups, Star, sorry. Where did that even come from? It's literally a shred of cheese. That's funny. Okay, Death, Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, Lovers, Nine of Swords, King of Swords. So expect in May to receive a lot of mental information about yourself and how you interact with others. I'm getting that vibe here. So right in the center, you have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you have a lot of love to give and you want to give love, but sometimes love can be interpreted in different ways. And it's almost like you're trying to love someone, and this may be you. So if it fits you, it fits you, right? You're trying to give love to someone and they think you're overbearing or you're being crazy, quote unquote, or you're not listening, things like that. It's because you're not interacting with that specific person. It's like you're trying to sort of shield them in your love to only get them to see your perspective on how you love, sort of like love languages as well. But this could also be care too. But I'm feeling the vibe of relationships. So it's like an awakening on how relationships are viewed or how people view you in relationships. Okay. So you may have had issues with people walking away from you or not understanding the love that you're giving or sort of feeling like you're missing something when it comes to connecting with others, and how you share love. I feel like that seems to be a big point for you, Pisces. Yeah. Like why no one is holding on. Because I feel like you really want people or want relationships or want things to work out. And it seems like the emotions are missing the mark. Like you're missing them, they're missing you. Like on how to share love or how to express love. There seems to be some sort of confusion there. Yeah. And I see you wanting that to change. Yeah. You want to be in a healthy relationship. Some of you may be looking back on an old relationship and wanting that person back as well. Because maybe that was the healthiest relationship that you can think about to date. Okay. Yeah. I feel like you're seeing that there was a lot of love in there, almost like you want to start over. And this could be with one specific person or just starting over in love in general. Okay. Yeah. You're adamant on finding a soulmate or somebody that you can connect to and communicate with very well. I feel like there has been worries in the past about maybe someone not giving you enough love, the right kind of love, but it feels very impulsive, very teenagery. And what I'm saying is like, let's say you're on social media, and social media is like, oh, when someone loves you, they do these things, and you're like, wait, my partner doesn't do that, but nothing's really the matter with the relationship. It's just that you're taking like quick, maybe childish advice that doesn't really fit you. I feel like you want a deeper connection and you're starting to see that by pulling back love or being strict, on how someone else gives you love, isn't really helpful. I feel like there's a big, like a maturity level, of understanding how love can be given. Interesting. Yeah. You're learning more about love and what love really means, what it means to be in long term relationships, what it is that you truly need, what it is you're truly looking for the long term, and not just, dating is different than marriage. Dating is different than long term relationship couplings. And that's what it is. It's like understanding that. And not being worried also that everything doesn't fit exactly right or exactly what the book says or exactly how social media says. It's tailored to the individual couple, the individual person. Interesting. Okay. Let's get some more in here, Pisces. The Fool. Five of Swords. Emperor. Hangman. Queen of Swords. Two of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. I just see you looking back in the past and thinking about how foolish you were um, when it comes to your emotions, or not seeing other people's emotions, or expecting other people's emotions to be just like yours. I feel like there was a lot of strictness coming from you when it came to love, and it doesn't leave that flexibility of magic and understanding to happen. Because if you're like, everything has to be this way, if you're not doing that, then I'm not breaking. um that's what I see a lot in the past. So a lot of like, it's everyone else, it's the environment, it's this person, it's these people, it's this situation. Yeah, it seems like you've definitely come to a brighter understanding, like, of what's right or wrong, or if something needs to change. You definitely understand that more. Yeah. And just because you win the fight, just because you were the first person to break up, like, at the time it may have seemed like you were winning, but it's like when you look at the bigger picture, you're like, oh, that wasn't really helpful. It was almost, I don't want to say childish, um as just not mature of me to do. And it sort of just feels like running away from something, knowing that that's something you need to take control over, but feeling like at the time it was the right decision. There's a lot of maturity here in these cards, because yeah, now you're looking for your person. And it doesn't have to be, you're learning, like, it doesn't have to be someone exactly like you. It doesn't have to be someone that fits this exact persona. It just needs to be someone that you connect with on a spiritual level. There's a difference between that. I feel like you're understanding that that's a reason why there's compromise in relationships, and there's a reason why there is flexibility, because you're not exactly the same, and everyone's relationship also is not exactly the same. So I do feel like for a lot of you, there is someone in the past that you're dreaming about, and it feels like it was an old relationship with someone that seems like they would have been the right person for you, but there were just bad decisions being made within that relationship or within that time. Um, I do feel like you want to reach out to somebody, or someone wants to reach out to you. There's definitely a distance between you two. It's interesting because it feels like both of you remember each other, or both of you are hanging on in some sort of way. Um, and no one has been making that decision or that choice to go in that direction, but I feel like that energy is changing. Yeah, it's like you see that there were bad decisions made. They see that there were bad decisions made. But there's a lot of worry that you're going to go back into a situation like this, both from you and or from them. You and or them, you know. So I do see an opportunity to sort of rekindle um and turn this into a marriage or a long-term relationship. I see the potential for that. If you can get past the past and some hateful words or harmful decisions that were made during that time, um and even if you connect, I feel like that's really going to slow the development of this relationship until that energy gets not washed away, like disappearing, but worked through. In May, I see you definitely being settled on the way, on being more caring and compassionate and acting more caring and compassionate. I see you like actively participating and actively trying to be better at that. But it's hard for you, Pisces, to be sure during this time because it's new. You don't have much experience. But this is why you're learning the experience. It's important for you to know that you don't know everything when it comes to love. You're taking it one step at a time with an open heart, right? Um, that's just what it is. I just feel like you're more open to figuring things out, honestly. And looking at yourself like, what can I do? Not blaming others or feeling like, have I done all that I can type of thing. Okay, so let's dig in some more. I must have said everything. You don't have a lot of cards coming out. Okay, I see. We're going to focus on your actions, I see. Ooh, my gosh. Yeah, we're focusing on your actions. Be careful if you have abandonment issues or being afraid that people will walk away if you make the first move or say the first thing. I see there being a fear, um, especially in love or people that you've connected with in general, just walking away from you. And basing what you say or what you do on that fear, like wanting other people to do things first. Definitely work on sort of washing that out, and being comfortable and confident enough to stand, on your own in that aspect. I see you being worried that you're never going to have a long term relationship or never have someone stick around with you in the future. Um, and it's like that mindset is kind of stuck in your brain. Wash that out, or try to work on that. It's all seems to be a part of the same thing. But I see that with hard work and dedication, that love that you actually want to receive and give to others, like working on that comfortability, you should be fine. Okay. Um, but I see you being temperamental because you don't know. There's a big fear of like not knowing what's going to happen or being let down. But you never know until you try, is the first thing. So, work, let's go into work for a second. You're learning how to love work as much as you can. I feel like it's not your favorite thing, whatever's going on with your money or career. Like you could have more. I don't see you struggling with bills or anything like that. It's more of you just trying to find a way to like love your work again or be passionate about your work again. But I see that you have hope. You have hope. And I do see that yeah, it's almost like you have a clear sense of understanding. Like, I don't have to like this job, but this is the one that I'm doing. So I need to figure out how to enjoy it more or be more comfortable or less stressful there. I see in the past that you have been sort of emotionally impulsive and you're seeing this. It feels like at first you were like, oh, that's just how I am, or this is just how I do things. And then you realize that you need to pull it in a little bit. I feel like you're a lot more mature. Like the energy is mature in May for you. And seeing that, thinking that you know it all, or talking like you know it all, or not allowing compassion for other people's situations, ideals, theories, whatever, doesn't really get you anywhere. So I feel you pulling back a little bit in that in May. Not a little bit, but actually a lot. So relationships, you're definitely being looser, I see. Looser with your tongue and the things you say. You have more of an energy of letting things, your energy is more like, I'm going to let it play out before I say what I need to say. But I'm not going to have a set mindset because things could change. I feel like you're working on that. I don't feel like that's something that's going to come naturally to you, to be honest. Um, because you really want the affection that you're trying to portray to be perceived in that way and not as something differently. Yeah, you're putting all this to an end because you want a true, honest, real connection with someone, and being petty or testing and things like that is not going to get you that in that direction. I see you wanting more of a relationship. It's interesting because it's like I'm not looking for someone to heal me or fix me. I'm looking for someone to be more of a partner with me. It takes a lot of maturity to get there. Okay? So be proud of yourself. All right, let's see. Spirit has chakra energy. Vanity. You know what is it's funny about this card? This is like everything that I'm saying is right. Everybody should listen to everything I'm saying, right? I'm the one here with all the answers. I'm the one here that runs this show. Yeah. But it leaves you empty. It leaves you empty. You're not getting, you're not even receiving the full potential of love or giving the full potential of love if you stay in that mindset. Interesting. Don't be so busy trying to build the perfection of what other people do on social media, other people in your life, your friends, and focus on trying to build the life, the love that's right for you specifically as an individual. Okay. So another the other thing is like if you take the time and this is just true in general, less talking, more listening, more processing. You'll see a lot more things that way. Okay. You'll get caught up in less bear traps that way as well. All right, Pisces. So I love you. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next month. Bye bye.